This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. Huge league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see James Logan take on Moreau Catholic. Leland meets Live Oak, and San Leandro takes on Ensenada.
Our volleyball coverage includes Campo and Acalanes, and we'll continue the season with Valley Christian football as we meet the star linebacker and his unwavering support for his dad. And we share the story of the tight end becoming a top recruit in the country despite the death of his father. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin this week in the Diablo Foothill League, where the Los Lomas Knights are all alone in first place, with their Oregon State-bound running back Isaiah Newell having a great season. Yeah,
just one game behind the Knights are the Campo Cougars. The Cougars' Grant Harper having a big year throwing for 1,700 yards this season. First place on the line in the Diablo Foothill League at Los Lomas on Friday night.
Here come the undefeated Los Lomas Knights onto their home field as they face Campo. The Knights score first in the first. Elijah Lash into the line and then busts to the outside, 45 yards, and Lash is in 7-0 Knights. The Campo comes right back. Grant Harper looking to the end zone for Rex Curtis, who hauls it in, and we are tied at 7-all. More Cougars as Harper throws a BB over the middle to Ryan O'Neal, leading to a field goal, and the Cougars have the 10-7 lead. Second quarter, Campo finishes another drive with a Will Windat touchdown, and the Cougars lead at 17-7. Third quarter now in the main event, Ryan O'Neal with a terrific run up the middle, leading to this Harper to O'Neal 8-yard connection, and the Cougars are rolling 24-7. Fourth quarter, and Harper is feeling it, a strike to Max Weaver, and that leads to this touchdown. Brandon Manti had a strong game for the Cougs as Campo hands Los Lomas its first loss of the season. Now 3 teams with 1 loss in the Diablo Foothill League.
This is Lee in Silver Creek in a big Santa Teresa League matchup. The Longhorns get on the board first. George Attawell dumps this off to Max Griffiths, and Griffiths makes 2 men miss, 3 men miss, pushing a 4th guy away. He will not be stopped, bullying his defender before landing in the end zone. It's 6-0 Lee Longhorns. Silver Creek answers right back. Elijah Thomas takes the handoff, nothing doing inside, bounces it to the edge. A little stiff arm for good measure, and the Raiders are on the board, taking a 7-6 lead. If we're showing a punt return, you know something exciting is about to happen. Andre Alvarado picks it up off the bounce. He's got a lane, a convoy of teammates escorting Andre into the end zone 62 yards later, and the Raiders are up 14-6. Next possession, Longhorns driving. Attawell rolling to his left, delivers a beautiful pass to Rigo Calindres. Look at the fancy footwork. Rigo is in for the touchdown. But the Raiders just too much in the second half. Ricky Anaya driving those legs. The quarterback sneak pays off. The Raiders increasing their lead, and then Elijah Thomas already scoring once, bounces this one to the corner. Second score of the day as the Raiders shut out the Longhorns in the second half. A big game for the Raiders running back Elijah Thomas.
Notre Dame Belmont riding an undefeated league season as they take on second place Harker. The visiting team with a 1-point advantage. Lauren Harrison bumps to Lauren Payne, who sets for Abby Miller. We are tied at 11 here. Michelle Ning, Emily Chang, and Lauren Beatty combined for the point. Harker goes up by 2 points. Miller the dig, and Payne sets it to the 6'3" Kelly Shackle, and the Tigers go on to take set 1. Shea Hansen stuffs this Harker attempt, and Belmont wins it 25-23. Set 2, Anya Gert to Chang to Michelle Ning. Harker looking good, but Notre Dame would go on to take set 2. Miller with the dig in set 3, then it's Payne to Kate Rose Kieran. Kate finishes the night with a match-high 12 kills. Right behind her is Abby Miller with 11 kills as the Notre Dame Tigers clinch first place in the West Bay Foothill League as they improve to 25-7 on the season, 11-0 in league. Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
It's a brand new rap every week. Here are the Players of the Week.
Rikus Center. It's your Tales of the Creeped.
Don't you mean Players of the Week?
Not this time. Bringing the sauce like a rack of ribs. Skills are life-changing like having kids. It's Gavin Cribb taking handoffs from Monta Vista. This mister is actually quite sinister with 21 carries for 174 and leading the final drive to a game-winning score. You'll be seeing plenty more of Gavin and the Mustangs. Like haunted house decorations, they're disgusting.
Switch to volleyball, this is Skylar Kennedy, a senior with heart just like her family. This outside hitter for the Fighting Irish kills over the net like an IP virus. She had 25 plus 13 digs, like grave robbers lifting dirty lids. Skill on point like the tooth that's well placed, except she doesn't suck, says UCLA. These are your stayers of the week and your players of the week. Happy Halloween from your frightenest mentors at the Riker Center.
This year we are teaming up with the John Lynch Foundation to honor athletes throughout the season. Our first Star of the Month ceremony was held this week with our honored athletes meeting with 49ers General Manager John Lynch, receiving a special football and touring the 49ers Museum.
We'll have 2 more of these ceremonies later this year, leading up to our end of the season salute to the Stars Awards banquet on the field at Levi Stadium.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Hamstring injuries are very common in sports. The hamstrings are a group of muscles in the back of your thigh consisting of the biceps femoris on the outside and the semimembranosus, semitendinosus on the inside. Since they both cross the hip and the knee, these muscles see enormous strain when running, since this involves hip flexion and knee extension. The degree of injury can be a strain, a partial tear, or a tear, and MRIs can help determine this. Hamstring re-injury is problematic. At the 49ers, we are studying baseline versus post-injury hamstring ultrasounds to try to develop ways to predict those at greater risk. So hopefully in the future, we will get better at prevention of this troublesome injury.
Coming up, it's the Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game as Leland battles Live Oak.
And Tennyson meets Hayward for first place in the West Alameda County League next.
Dad.
Hello बेटे, कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, so good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late?
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
Dodge Power Dollar Sales Event at South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Gilroy. We've got the power that you're looking for. New 2019 Challengers, just $18,888 after discounts and rebates. New 2019 Dodge Chargers, just $29,999. New Challenger and Charger Hellcats. When it comes to speed, come to the #1 Hellcat dealer in the world. South County of Gilroy. Drive a little, save a lot.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by Diablo Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car.
We are back at Levi Stadium with a big game in the Mount Hamilton division. Leland and Oak Grove coming into this week tied for first with perfect 3-0 league records. Leland led by UCLA baseball commit Carson Yates.
Yarson Cates.
Yarson Cates?
That's how he goes by on Instagram.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It sounds a little backwards to me.
It is.
All right.
The Chargers meeting second place Live Oak this week. The Acorns needing a win to stay in the league title hunt. It's our Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game, and Robert was there.
It's homecoming tonight here at Leland High School on Pat Tillman Field as the Leland Chargers take on the Live Oak Acorns. For Leland, it is Carson Yates, who committed to UCLA to play baseball next year. And for the Live Oak Acorns, look for Caleb Ojeda to lead the offense. Caleb played running back for the Acorns last year, but the team needed a quarterback, so Caleb said, okay. It's the first place Chargers against the second place Acorns in tonight's Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game. The Chargers get on the board first. Carson Yates firing to Mark Eby, 24 yards and a first down. Later same drive, play action pass as Yates fires deep to the goal line, and there to grab it is Nur Haroun, and the Chargers take a 6-0 lead. But Live Oak fights back. Caleb Ojeda fakes the toss, dives through the line, weaving through the defense and into the end zone, 36 yards for CO2 and a 7-6 Acorns lead. Later in the first, it's Ojeda again. CO2 racing around the corner, 53 yards, and Live Oak takes a 14-6 lead. The Acorns get 28 points in the second quarter. Ojeda this time tossing it out to Mo Saulala, and look at all the Live Oak Hogs helping join their guy on this 72-yard touchdown run, 21-7 Live Oak. The Chargers scored late in the second as Yates hits Eby to make it 21-12 Live Oak, but just seconds before the half, here's Ojeda again, and this is something special. As CO2 busts through the line, breaking tackles, and he is gone again. 44 yards, 28-12 Acorns leading at the half. Second half, Ojeda rolling out and firing. Watch here as the pass is deflected, but a great juggling catch by Nick Lamonto. That's a great play. And now CO2 firing to Elijah Fernandez, and Live Oak with a huge win over Leland. Ojeda with massive numbers, and he knows what a win like this means for his team.
This is a real confidence booster. We just, we work hard in practice every day. We know the playoffs is coming. We know we need to get a better seed in the playoffs. We just want to get that home playoff game, and we just want to play for our Hogs.
The Hayward Farmers getting set to take on the Tennyson Lancers. Farmers already up 7-0 when Joshua Jackson takes the handoff, cuts right, breaks a tackle, and blows past every defender on the field for a 68-yard touchdown run. Hayward up 13-0. Still in the first quarter, Aussie Bailey catches this one off the hop. Looks like he's going down, but stays on his feet, hits the sideline, and he's got a convoy. Takes it 65 yards to the house. Farmers go up 20-0. Second quarter, Tennyson still fighting. Celesi Moala calls his own number and makes it in for the 8-yard touchdown score. Now it's 20-6 later in the game. Francisco Sedano fakes the pitch and fires it down the field to Alzillian Hamilton for the 53-yard Farmer touchdown. Hayward taking a 27-6 lead. Farmers looking to put this one away. Peyton Churchwell takes the kickoff return, goes east to west, follows his blockers, tight ropes the sideline, and this would be all Hayward. Farmers win big over Tennyson to go to 5-0 in league.
Back to the hardwood, Acalanes at Campo Lindo. It's Morgan Coolbaugh's birthday. She is so cool. It's all Campo Lindo from the start. Coolbaugh bumps for her buddy Audrey Pack, and then Aaron Thomas hammers it home. Cougars take the first. In the second, the Dons off to a 7-4 lead. Great dig from Madison Rich. The bump from Lane Webster sets up the beautiful kill from Annika Olsen. Cougars storming back, though. Olivia Knutson, maximum effort on the bump. Laura Studebaker with the set. Thomas dumps it in. The Cougars take the second. To the third we go. Studebaker bumping for Olivia Elliott, and then Pack from the corner. The UCLA-bound senior putting some heat on that one. Olivia Weissman with the dig now, Pack with the set, and then Molly Mitchell blasts this one to the floor. It's 20-12. Cougars trying to end this one right now. Weissman with a dig again, Pack with the set, and then Madison Zhang puts some heat on that as the Cougars from Campo Lindo take it in 3 straight. Pack with 24 assists, Thomas leading the way with 8 kills. Each week, 49ers Prep, South County Chrysler, and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award.
Here's the 49ers 3-time Pro Bowl fullback Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
This week's award goes to Oak Grove High School's head coach, Marcus Reese. The Oak Grove Eagles were able to defeat the Santa Teresa Saints on Friday night to a score of 23-9. This was a great conference matchup between two rival schools. As a part of this award, Oak Grove High School will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Coach Reese will also be invited to a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by our head coach, Kyle Shanahan, and will be recognized on the field before one of our home games later in the season. Congratulations to head coach Marcus Reese, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Albany's construction brings us the dirty work play each week. Doing the dirty work this week is Ignacio Valley cornerback Giovanni Lujano with the big hit to prevent the catch in the Warriors game last week. Gio Lujano doing the dirty work just like Albany's construction.
Coming up, first place on the line in the Tri-County Stone Division as Bethel takes on De Anza.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric girls volleyball power rankings.
I was in pain all the time.
Terinia was diagnosed with spine issues from a car crash. The neurosurgery team at Stanford Healthcare came up with a way to ease her pain. Using leading-edge imaging along with robotic surgery, doctors corrected Terinia's spinal condition. Stanford is one of the few hospitals in California pioneering this less invasive approach.
I don't have words for it, really. It's amazing.
When it matters most, patients turn to Stanford Healthcare. Discover more at stanfordhealthcarenow.org.
I'm Greg Meyer, owner of Diablo Motors Auto Sales. We offer highest quality detailing services to keep your car looking its very best. More than just the local drive-through car wash options. Our expert detailing staff will go over every inch of your car, including inside, outside, and under the hood. Our services include professional paint correction, paint restoration, paint protection, sap removal, and headlight restoration. We also do bumper repair, rim repair, and paintless dent removal. So come see us in San Ramon and get your car looking like new. Diablo Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
We're the Los Altos Knights, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium where the De Anza Dons come into this week all alone in first place with a 4-0 league record. JoJo Vaughn leading the Dons with 828 yards rushing this season.
De Anza meeting the 8-1 Bethel team looking to gain a share of the league lead in the game played at De Anza on Friday night.
North Bay Sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. A pyrotechnic spectacular as the De Anza Dons come out fired up on senior night. They get right to work. Darian Davis to Jalen Henderson. Jalen dodges a defender, and he is off, tearing down the sideline all the way home and landing in the end zone. Dons on the board 6-0. Second quarter, Samari White fights his way to the goal line, and he sets up the next play, which is a Mal Turner touchdown run. The extra point is good, and the Jaguars are up 7-6. A high-scoring first half for the De Anza Dons, though. Darian Davis has plenty of time, heads to one side, avoids a horde of Jaguars. He heads to the other side of the field and finally launches one into the end zone where Tyler Jules is waiting, and the Dons are back on top. Still in the second, the punt return goes to Jalen Henderson, and once again, Jalen is flying all the way back to the 1-yard line before he is finally flung out of bounds. Then Darian Davis goes the rest of the way. He dives in to score. The Dons using every last second of the half. Davis fires one downfield to Henderson, who leaps and wins the battle in the air. 2 seconds till the half. Darian Davis flips it to JoJo Vaughn, and he hits, you guessed it, Jalen Henderson, a tricky play. The Dons clinching at least a tie for first place.
Senior night at St. Francis as the undefeated Lancers play the undefeated Sacred Heart Prep Gators for the league title. Ola Skirba lobs it to Eleanor Fossey, who puts SHP on the board. But back come the Lancers, Elise Walker swimming past everybody, and Elise finds the back of the net. SHP answers right back. Bella Bockler with the pass to Annabelle Fossey, who shoots it past the keeper. 4-1 Gators after one. St. Francis rallying. Back in the second, Haley Moltz finds Courtney Okamura near the goal, and Courtney converts from close range, but the Gators take off from there. Bockler fires and hits from long distance for the goal. Bockler on the attack again for the Gators as she fights off a defender and then scores from close range as SHP takes a 9-3 lead at the half. Bockler to Annabelle Fossey, then back to Bockler for the goal as Sacred Heart Prep wins their 6th consecutive West Catholic League title. Bockler leading all scorers with 4 goals. U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us each week.
Our Wesley Boone joins us now with the story of a father's legacy on the Kennedy of Richmond football team.
Thanks, Robert. For one of the top players in the entire nation, success on the football field is only worth so much. Kennedy Richmond standout Jermaine Terry is more concerned with leaving a lasting legacy in his hometown and, in the process, honoring a long-lost figure from his past.
In high school, football, for many, is just a game.
You don't produce, I can't help you.
For others, it can also be a way out.
I just really want to help out the city, just help out my family, and just make everyone's life better. That's really about it.
For Kennedy Richmond's Jermaine Terry, football is an opportunity to create a lasting legacy for himself and, in the process, honor a father he can barely remember.
I'm trying to make sure his legacy lives on. You know, I'm his junior. That last name, Terry, it means something on the back of that jersey. You know, and I'm going to make sure people understand that. And, you know, I'm just trying to make sure his legacy lives on.
Jermaine's father passed away when he was only 5 years old. With Jermaine's memories of his dad, few and distant.
Just like going to his house, chilling with him being with me and my mother, you know, just... I was real young, so I really don't remember as much, but, you know, he was just like a very impactful person in my life, you know. He was just always the man of the house and, like, you know, the leader of the family, basically.
Growing up without his father, Jermaine was forced into a leadership role from an early age, making him a natural leader on the football field.
Dealing with what he had to deal with at a young age, his attitude is starting to reflect and rub off on this team. So I think that's just a blessing to have in itself. You don't find many players like that as good as he is and as good as he can be, he's very humble. I mean, you would not even think he was being recruited. You know, he wants everybody to have success. And you don't find many selfless players like that.
Jermaine's talents at tight end are attracting attention from college football juggernauts like Alabama, LSU, Florida, and USC, among others. Despite the attention, Jermaine is focused on one thing.
Just walking around Richmond, you see a lot of familiar faces of people that could have did something with their lives with sports, but you know, they're just doing something else now, and I don't want to be one of those people or another statistic. So if you want something, you got to work to get it, and it's not going to be handed to you. So if you want it, you got to work for it. Like a lot of people, they say they want stuff, but they really don't want it. So me, you know, I just try to make sure that I'm putting myself inside the best position to always succeed.
With an exciting future ahead of him, Jermaine is poised to achieve those goals. With him always, a figure from his past, pushing, inspiring him, and guiding him along his way.
Talking to Jermaine, he's most concerned with taking care of his family. Now, despite all of the attention from the nation's top schools, he said a degree is the end goal and everything else is just extra.
Yeah, really smart guy. I met him at the beginning of his junior year, and he was good then, but he is really good now.
He's really developed. I'm excited to see where he picks to go to school because he's going to have a choice of some of the best schools in the country.
Yeah, great position to be in. All right, thanks, Wes. Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehabilitation centers throughout the Bay Area.
Each week, Wellstrong brings us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Dr. Anthony Saglambeni with this week's tip.
Every concussion is different. We no longer use grading systems. Concussions now have many subtypes. Any individual concussion can have overlapping subtypes. Some of the common forms are vestibular, ocular, migraine, cognitive fatigue, and anxiety. Each has its own presentation and treatment. Feel free to contact us for more information.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week as James Logan battles Moreau Catholic.
And later, San Leandro meets Ensenada as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.
Why choose Invisalign over other aligners?
Are they comfortable and safe to wear?
I asked her doctor for a better alternative to braces, and he said,
only Invisalign aligners are made with SmartTrack technology. Based on years of research, it moves teeth more comfortably and predictably than ordinary aligners.
And in many cases, it works faster than braces. So I can develop a custom treatment plan that'll work for each of these smiles.
That's why Invisalign aligners have transformed millions of smiles.
Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives.
Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers Stadium and for the Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, the Nueva School, and Mitty wanted the very best on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare. We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the big game in the Mission Valley League. The James Logan Colts are having their best season in many years with a 7-1 record. Running back Chase Sims with 1,250 rushing yards this season.
Right, and the Colts tied with Moreau Catholic for the league lead. Both teams with perfect 4-0 records. The Mariners with quarterback Bowen Dickstein throwing for just over 1,000 yards this season. The Colts and Mariners in the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. The Moreau Catholic Mariners hosting the James Logan Colts, both undefeated in league. No score late first quarter. Shimon Duncan Nusulu will strike first for the Colts. He gets it in to put Logan up 7-0. Tied at 7-all, James Logan firing back. Chase Sims turns on the burners and says, "See you later." Sims goes 40 yards for 6 points. The James Logan Colts up 14-7 early in the second quarter. 3:30 left in the second. Logan offense looking for the screen. It's intercepted by Jackson Myatt, and Moreau Catholic takes over trailing by 7. The Mariners looking to cash in before the half. Bowen Dickstein launches it to a well-defended Nico Reed, but somehow Nico comes down with it. Moreau trails by 1 just before the half. But moments later, Duncan Nusulu looking to fire back. Shimon takes the quarterback keeper, stumbles past multiple arm tackles, and he is gone. 74 yards to the house. James Logan goes up by 1, 21-13 at the half. It was all Logan in the second half. Duncan Nusulu on the quarterback keeper, and again he muscles across the goal line, and it's 36-13 Logan with 3 minutes left in the third. Moreau trying to make something happen, but big man Ramon Elias has other plans. He gets in front of the screen and picks it off to seal the deal. What a heads-up play by Elias, and that'll do it. James Logan remaining undefeated in league. Our Shanberries caught up with the team after the big win.
Hey, it's Shan here with the football team from James Logan High School! That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations, guys. Yes, you guys just won an amazing game right now. Let's give it up for our MVP. Shamon. Your ability to not only pass the ball but run the ball. Walk us through all your amazing plays and what you're feeling right now.
My head hurt because I was banging my helmet against my teammates. I was so fired up, and I'm ready for playoffs already.
All right, gotta ask you, Sims, that interception, that pick six, what was going through your mind running down that field?
Well, this offseason we worked a lot, and all them gassers and them running, and I was just thinking in my head, like, I gotta do it for them. And I knew, like, as soon as I ran past the line and scored, I was like, that's it. I knew we gonna win. I know we got it. Because my teammates, I trusted them. They worked their butt off, and I owed it to them. So that's all was going through my mind.
Congratulations. That was an amazing play. Now I want to ask you, because behind any amazing team is an amazing coaching staff. What does your coaching staff mean to you guys?
Our coaching staff means everything to us. They push us in practice to become a better person and a better player. To conditioning, to rolling, to anything. Especially, it's a grind, but Coach Ed especially has really pushed us to become a better person and a better player.
I love that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again. Congratulations. You can catch me on Instagram at Shanberries. Give it up again for the champs, James Logan High School football team.
Logan Pride on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Logan Pride, 2, 3, family.
Time for some field hockey as the Mitty Monarchs travel to Los Altos to take on the Wildcats in a De Anza Division showdown. A quiet first half brings us 5 minutes into the second. LG with a shot off the corner, but the Monarchs goalie Olivia Diaz bodies up for the save. A great effort by the senior goalie. But the Wildcats continue to put pressure on the Monarchs defense. Nicole Ventimiglia hits Natasha Evenden, who tips it inside to Abigail Hooper, who slams it in. Nice goal by the junior for the first score of the game. The Cats with another opportunity to score here. Claire Kennedy takes a short corner. Here's the shot. It's deflected and tips off two Cats before Mia DeStefano taps in on her way to the ground. An incredible goal for the 2-0 lead, and the Cats hold on to win it. Los Gatos sitting all alone at the top of the Santa Clara Valley De Anza division. Goals by Hooper and Mia DeStefano.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Josh Heverly of Amador Valley Football. Josh volunteers with Challenger Baseball, a program that gives young people with Down syndrome the opportunity to play baseball. Josh explains why helping with Challenger Baseball is so important to him.
My favorite part is definitely seeing the smile on their faces. When they're playing baseball, they get a good hit or like field a ball or something. Their face just lights up with joy, and it's just awesome.
Coming up, we continue our series this season with Valley Christian football as the Warriors look to stay perfect against the Bellarmine.
And later, it's Sacred Heart Prep and the Kings Academy as 49ers Cal High Sports Report rolls along.
Back at Levi Stadium as we continue our exclusive series this season with Valley Christian football.
Things are looking great for the Warriors as they head into this week tied for first place. The season with Valley Christian football is brought to you by Mike LaBarbera of Terra Commercial Real Estate.
Set, ready, go.
45.
There you go, way to step up, big dog.
That's how many points the Valley defense has given up this season.
You gotta finish that play, baby. That's playmaker stuff.
Senior Moon Ashby transferred to Valley Christian last season, adding another layer to an already stacked Valley defense. Along with a new team and a new school, Moon also had to deal with a major change in his home life.
I feel blessed just to be able to have that opportunity to see him play.
On Valentine's Day in 2018, Moon's dad Winston received a startling text message from his doctor.
The text didn't say call me, it didn't say set up an appointment, it said come to the hospital. And the second sentence out of her mouth was, you have a tumor.
A brain tumor. Doctors took Winston immediately into surgery to get rid of as much of the mass as they could.
It shocked me, knowing it's a chance of him not waking up after surgery. You know, it's all in God's hand, and just anxious, get a lot of anxiety from that.
I didn't even know if I was going to wake up after the surgery. But when I opened up my eyes, the doctor said, hey, you're lucky. You had 3 strokes, and we were able to get half of the tumor removed.
I was happy. I was really happy. He was groggy though, and it was hard for him to stand, but I was really happy.
Man, someone was looking out for me when I couldn't look out for myself.
Winston returned home and began the grueling stint through chemotherapy.
It made me step up. I had to drive him places. He'd drive me places, now I have to drive him places.
With his father constantly sick, 16-year-old Moon had to take care of himself. Moon found support from a family who knew exactly what the Ashbys were going through.
It was just devastating just to see him being sick.
13-year-old Ileana Farias was diagnosed with leukemia 9 years ago. Her and her family would take care of Moon when his father couldn't.
When he was sick, we used to take care of him, give him food and let him come over.
They're like family, so I'm there for her. they're there for me, so, you know. It's sad, it was sad, but I know she's tough and she get through it.
My son.
I would be in my bed, I was very sick, hyperventilating, not breathing, and Moon would just come in there and he would just sit on my bed and keep me company till I fell asleep. And that's the power of Moon. Yeah.
Moon and his team set to take on Bellarmine Friday night, but it's nearly game time, and head coach and offensive coordinator Mike Machado isn't here.
Got off the phone with his wife, and he's not going to be able to make the game tonight.
Paramedics were called to Coach Machado's house after he was experiencing dangerously low blood sugar levels.
Guys, it's little Mike calling me. What? Yeah. Yeah.
This is, and again, I don't know if you guys know, Coach's situation, low blood sugar, that was the deal. So they put blood sugar in him. And then the last thing he said to me was he's in the car and he's on his way here. So he'll be here before long.
Coach Mario Blauman will call plays until Machado arrives.
Make big plays. Everybody got it? Sir, do your job.
Valley's offense struggling early on, especially moving the ball on the ground.
Hey, you got destroyed. Jackson's missing. It can't happen.
4th down and 2. Blauman keeps the offense on the field, and Carini stretches for the first down. Finishing the drive in the second quarter, Chase Laubach busts through the line and is well on his way to the end zone. After the PAT, it's 7-0 Warriors. The defense strong from the get-go. Moon Ashby, the sack, forcing the Bells to punt. And there's a low snap, and it's Moon knocking the ball away. Tyler Roberts picks it up and runs the short distance for 6. Valley's defense with 18 points this season. Wade Smith and Nick Teresi for the Bells combined for a 10-yard reception, but the Valley defense comes up with a huge stop at the goal line to turn it over on downs. Machado arrives with 8 minutes left in the half. Cue the aerial attack. Corey Taylor to Jurion Dickey, and they do it one more time for 6 points. It's 21-0 Valley at halftime.
My fault for not being here. Okay? No, hey, I don't want to hear that. That's a fact. All right? Paramedics would not let me leave. I apologize. I owe you guys that. I haven't missed a practice, let alone a quarter of a game. That's on me. And when I got here, what was it, 14-0? Guys kept playing. I'm proud of you.
Laubach in the second half following his blockers and breaking free for a 45-yard pickup. Chase already with nearly 700 rushing yards this season. And then a Michael Carini touchdown makes it 28-0, and that was the final. Another shutout by the Valley defense.
We try to play the best we can, like shutouts. We pride ourselves on doing that. If they score, they're not going to score again, and that's what we do. Best believe it.
So 8-0, the Warriors are undefeated with the big game for the league lead next week against Sarah. We'll have extended coverage of that one.
I'm very excited about that one. Everybody go out to Sarah next Saturday. It's going to be a great game.
2 o'clock kickoff.
All right, now back to the pool. The Encinal Jets hosting Alameda in the West Alameda County League. Alameda's Grace Murphy hits Adele Thompson, and she fights through the defense and hurls it home. Later that quarter, Jade Jegger strips the ball and breaks away. Jade sprinting to the goal, giving herself some space from the trailing Hornets. Jegger's a big part of this game early. She finds an opening and fires, and we are tied at 1 after 1. Second quarter action now, and it's Encinal Salma Malchik finding Alex Gabriel Yingling. A little maneuvering before the final release, and it is good. Selma Malkic gets the next goal, flipping around her defender. A nice move there, leaping and placing it right in the upper corner of the net. Encinal leads at 5-4 at the half. Third quarter now, Grace Murphy battles a number of Jets and drills it home, but the Jets still lead after 3. Final quarter now, goalie Zuni Moon is a wall blocking the attempt and holding the Jets lead, and Encinal will extend that lead. Emma Laszlo winds and releases. It's in the net as Encinal wins it 11-7 behind 4 goals and 6 steals from Jade Jegger.
Each week, Invisalign honors those who support high school athletic programs with the Bright Smile Award.
This week we honor Liberty senior Cassidy Kimball, who was a major force in organizing the Lions homecoming extravaganza last week. The senior helped working with the city to close down streets for the parade, gathered groups to be a part of the parade, helped organize the class floats, and all with a big smile. Cassidy Kimball with this week's Invisalign Bright Smile Award.
Coming up, the top 2 teams fight for first place in the West Alameda County Foothill League.
And later, it's James Logan and Moreau Catholic on the hardwood.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
I'm gonna be a ballerina.
Good, better, Emma. Answer to new.
I'm gonna be president.
And the winner for president is Emma Williamson.
I'm gonna start a juice bar.
Emma, the numbers are looking really good. You're gonna start a juice bar.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we are here to help.
Great prices, great selection at South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. Look at these deals. Park anywhere and gas up for less with the Jeep Renegade, just $13,888. Size matters. Jeep Cherokees, $15,999 after discounts and rebates. Dodge Journeys, 7 passenger, just $13,999. Take a few more peeps with you. South County of Gilroy joins in the fight against breast cancer. Great selection, service, and satisfaction. Drive a little, save a lot.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
Back at Levi Stadium with the top 2 teams in the West Alameda Foothill League, both the San Leandro Pirates and Encinal Jets with perfect 3-0 league records.
The 2 teams meeting Friday night in our Diablo Motors NCS Monster Game, and our Chiara Biagini was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
Encinal is looking for its 6th straight win tonight as the Jets host San Leandro on senior night. Senior quarterback David Romero Reinholz is off the charts for the Jets, averaging 17 yards per completion, throwing for over 1,200 yards this season. The Pirates counter with dual threat QB DJ Bryant. The junior is impressive in the air and on the ground, averaging 183 total yards a game. Only one team can stay on top of the WAC Foothill Division. Let's find out who in our Diablo Motors Monster Game.
6 minutes into the first, San Leandro with the ball in Jets territory. Here's the throw, and Vincent Nunley in the right place at the right time makes the interception. He takes off, brings it 60 yards to the house for the pick 6. Encinal takes a 6-0 lead. Second quarter, the Pirates in the red zone. DJ Bryant has time, tosses it to Amari Robinson, who takes the hard hit, holds on for the catch. That leads to a San Leandro touchdown, tying it 6-all. Time winding down the first half. Bryant hits Robinson, dodges a defender, loses another, stretches for the goal line, but is down at the 1-yard line. A penalty brings the Pirates 5 yards back. 20 seconds left in the first, and Nunley picks the throw to keep the Pirates from scoring. We return from the half, tied 6-all. Second and long for the Jets. David Romero Reinholz with a screen pass to Teddy Oliver, and the senior brings it 27 yards in for the 13-6 lead. 2 minutes left in the fourth. Last possession for the Pirates. Bryant goes long, and T-Rex Nix makes the catch. Touchdown Pirates. San Leandro going for the win, but the Encinal D-line comes up with a huge stop. The Jets hold on for the 13-12 win to stand all alone at the top of the WAC Foothill Division. Oliver breaks down the win after the game.
We never gave up. Fight every play. I credit to the D-linemen. D-linemen won us the game. We came into the game telling us, hey, we going to win in the trenches. We don't call this a swamp for no reason.
In Alameda with our monster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Berkeley Yellow Jackets 1 win away from a perfect season. They have to go through Castro Valley. First quarter, Dash McFarland shoots and scores past the keeper to give the Jackets the 1-0 lead. Still in the first, Berkeley showing off some ball movement. Chase McFarland finds his big brother Dash near the goalpost, and he converts from close range. Then it's Gil Gavish converting from long range. Gil with 5 goals in the game. This time it's Chase McFarland twirling his way out of trouble to put the Yellow Jackets up big. Castro Valley looking to get something going. The Trojans great teamwork passing the ball around, and it finds Ryan Brookins, who scores. The Trojans still trying to rally in the fourth. Kendari Malouf hits a long-range shot for the goal, but this one belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Joey Fern gets the goal, fighting off a defender as Berkeley wins to go 22-0 on the season. Dash McFarland with a big game for the Jackets. Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Castro Valley volleyball star Ashley Chacon. Ashley, also a star in the classroom with an impressive 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its girls golf team for continuing its unbeaten streak and locking down its second consecutive league title following a trio of wins last week. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, the Kings Academy fighting to stay in first place against Sacred Heart Prep.
But first, here is our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for football.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By Invisalign, winning smiles start here. Learn more at Invisalign.com. And by the Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Sereno Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Sereno Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
The Kings Academy is a perfect 7-0 this season, 2-0 in the Peninsula Bay Division.
The Knights taking on a Sacred Heart Prep team battling without star running back Tavita Moimoy this week. Can the Gators overcome their loss of their leading rusher? Let's see. The Kings Academy Knights putting their undefeated record on the line against Sacred Heart Prep. The Gators cap off a 12-play, 80-yard drive with a 2-yard touchdown plunge from Tatafu Mahoney, making the most of his senior night. A good kickoff return sets up a 31-yard field goal from Nico Sage, and it's good 7-3. Gators back on offense. Beck Anderson on the sweep, hits the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds, and that sets up a Gator field goal 10-3 at the break. Second half, more Gators. Handoff to Alec Tonis, and Tonis pumping those legs, falls into the end zone. Gators in control 17-3 as we head into the fourth. Knights hanging around. Antonio Gonzalez open to his right and looks left and throws one to Zach Paskeeks. Touchdown Knights, 2-point try, no good. Gators looking to put this one away. He didn't play the first half, but looked healthy in the second. Tavita Moimoy finds the end zone, 24-9. Knights with one last shot in the red zone, snatched out of the air by Beck Anderson, and that's the ball game. Gators secure the win. Mahoney impresses on his senior night.
Fina Tuinava'i and her family introduced with all the James Logan seniors. The Colts off to a fast start as Fina digs to Feller's senior Ruby Santos over to another senior, Alaya Afoa, who goes hard angle for the kill. The Colts take the first at the net. Alexandria Gloria rips it past the block, but a nice dig by the Mariners' Bianca Punzalan, but it goes right back to Gloria, and that's not coming back. Second set, and the league-leading Colts continue to roll. Fina de Santos deep set to Afoa, who knocks it off the block. Later in the second, Malia Irwin digs to Camille De Feliz. To Maxine Arenas, the senior captain rips it home 2 sets to none Logan. Third set, Moreau takes charge early. Chelsea Huang to Abigail Sanchez to Punzalan with a cross-court blast. But the Colts get an 8-point run. Gloria bumps to De Feliz, a nice set to Angelina Estrada, who puts it away. Gloria serving during that 8-point run. The outstanding senior gets the ace here as James Logan goes undefeated in league, a perfect 10-0, ready for the playoffs, which start next week. The Santa Clara girls water polo team is having a great season.
The Bruins meeting up with our Shanberries at the Rikes Center this week.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan here with the ladies of the Santa Clara girls water polo team! That's what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. You guys are on fire right now. 10 games in a row. What do you think your advantage is over all the other teams you're playing against?
I think it's our team bond. We're all really close together as a team, and I think that helps us win and compete against all of our other competitors. And when we play together, they know that we're really strong together, and we know that too, so it really just drives us to get better.
I absolutely feel that bond for sure. And let's talk about that Harker game. Oh my God, that Harker game was intense. We were there to witness it. Walk us through it and what was going through your minds.
It was a very emotional game. I cried during it. I'm pretty sure other girls cried during it because we wanted to win so badly that so we could get an advantage going into playoff season. And it was just so emotional, and we all wanted to win, so that's what gave us the upper hand.
And now let's end with those traditions. So give us some of those Santa Clara girls water polo traditions.
Well, first we start off with eating together at lunch every Tuesday and Thursday because that's our game days. And then normally in the water, before our game starts, we normally have a team huddle, and we normally talk about how we're going to win this game and how we're going to just play our game from the very start and then finish all the way through.
Oh, I love that. You guys have such a good team chemistry and bond. Give it up again for the ladies of the Santa Clara girls water polo team.
Woo! When I say S, you say C, S. C, go Bruins!
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Tuwinavai family from James Logan. Absolutely embarrassing Josephina, but she loves it and we love it because it's our Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Davon, and today's training tip is a single leg squat to box. Exercise great for stabilizing your hips, knees, as well as the ankle. So what George here is going to do is stand on one leg. He's going to sit on the box, sitting his hips back behind him and keeping his knee behind his toe. One more time. And that is the single leg squat to box.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a whole bunch of prizes, a hat, a backpack, a very cool pair of headphones, and a ticket to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium.
Our Wesley Boone counts down the contenders, and then he will announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week. Welcome to Plays of the Week, a short but sweet list. Max Griffiths from Lee takes the screen pass. Count them with me, folks. Makes one defender miss, 2, 3. Is that a fourth? That's a fourth. Here's a fifth. Bullying his way into the end zone. Wow. Finds pay dirt. And our top play, Moreau Catholic's Nico Reed would like to introduce himself. As good of a catch as you'll see all year, and that's your Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We'll share the story of a cheerleader winning the national championships, but then losing a piece of her family. Tune in next week.